next disc.
You know my name, but it's got nothing on the real thing. Join the ride for my upcoming season. Introducing Signature Experiences by Autograph.
That right there is Tom Brady, quarterback in the National Football League, introducing some NFTs that do stuff. Utility, NFTs, sports, Tom Brady. That's what we got going on here with this news out of Autograph. I'm going to throw it straight to Will for his thoughts on this thing.
I don't know why I'd ever buy this, but I am a Broncos fan, so it's a little come from a different place, or I don't want to play Tom Brady or even look at him. But there's a lot of Tom Brady fans out there, the most winning NFL player ever, 6 Super Bowls, 7 Super Bowls now, right? Crazy amount of Super Bowls. Makes sense for people who want to purchase this. And this is like the next frontier for a lot of fan engagements. They want NFTs, they have a cell phone. Makes sense to purchase those two things, put them together, bring the fan experience together. The nice thing about this is you do get access to events. You do get access to some things around Tom Brady. I think like some sort of personal access, things he's doing on the field, stats, information like that. And we've seen that be like a really winning playbook. So like the one that's pretty recent is the Pudgy Penguins, right? Kind of hilarious, but also they've been putting in the hard work, and they issued some new like stuffed animals and other stuff like that. And the token for Pudgy Penguins has been going up quite a bit because of that. So if you have this sort of real world adoption with NFTs, you add some sort of physical element, we see that the price of the NFT itself also goes up. Expect the same thing to happen here with the Tom Brady token. Well, I don't know if it's actually a token, but at least the Tom Brady NFT series, as we should say. Jen, I'll throw it to you.
Well, I'm going to tell you why you would get this. Tom Brady is going to be at those events. And so I think this just makes a lot of sense when we talk about what you just said, how much you love Tom Brady, and now you don't know why you want the NFT. He's going to be there. You get to talk to him and maybe even graze his shoulder. Probably he has security. I think this is the next level of fandom, though, right? It's just like the natural evolution. So before the internet, celebrities were kind of over there and we were over here. We didn't have any access to them. Web 2 came along. You know, we can engage with celebrities on social media, although it's like really curated and the engagement is kind of passive. Now we have NFTs that actually bring us into, again, a curated, but into the next level, I guess, world of these athletes and artists. And I think it's really interesting. It's breaking down a lot of those barriers kind of between us and them. I think the challenge, though, for a lot of these athletes and musicians and celebrities is going to be maintaining that community. You know, this is really a full-time job to be like actively engaged with your NFT holders and not upset your NFT holders, deliver on those milestones, deliver on these out of these world events that people are paying their hard-earned cash for. And so I hope that, I'm sure Tom Brady is aware, but I hope that when other influential people get involved in these projects, that they are prepared to actually deliver. Zach, did I see your hand go up?
You did. I was just out of that, just imagining like Tom Brady as the actual like community moderator in the Discord, just being like, GM, wag me, fam. Like just replying. It's so funny. It's so funny. He's just making sure that it works. But I think to the bigger point, like you hear a lot of noise about like fan engagement and how NFTs can open up a new chapter in the history of fan engagement. And credit to Autograph and credit to Tom Brady here for actually doing it, right? This is something that, you know, NFTs enable. If you have this NFT in your wallet, you are able to participate in subsequent events. You have a relationship that is mediated by the blockchain that it's on, I think Polygon in this instance. So that's super interesting. And I think it's really cool to see prominent players in the space experimenting with what NFTs can do when they're not just a card or a picture, right? They're a key that gets you things, and people are experimenting. And in this instance, experimenting pretty creatively in what that key can open, whether that's hanging out with him, being a special live stream, whatever. The fact that they're doing this, I think, is interesting and sort of subsumes a lot of the dreams of what fan tokens could be, right? This is something that I think, you know, we saw from various musical acts over the years. And the fact that Tom Brady is experimenting with it is super cool. Wendy, what are your thoughts?
Well, technically an NFT is a token, so shouldn't Gary Gensler come after Tom Brady for
Wendy,
securities
don't
issues?
put ideas
A battle we
into
did
Gary
not
Gensler's
see
head.
coming.
Don't put this into the
That came to me.
ether.
I'm with you
I
on
don't
that.
want to, but I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. And the reason why is because Gary is basically talking about that laws from the SEC from the 1930s and 40s should apply to today and our technology. But when you look at an NFT is a token, and this particular token does have some sort of utility, and it has utility for people that are Tom Brady fans. Is this a security or not?
I mean, I bet they got lawyered up pretty good, but yeah, if it's like a low key NFT investment contract, because you get the benefit of some future thing, yeah, there's definitely some questions around that, and I think that's why we've seen in the U.S. context, fan tokens really haven't gone anywhere at all, because I think there's a lot of projects that are scared of what might happen as it relates to U.S. securities regulations. So yeah, I mean, Wendy, you're right to bring it up.
How sad though? Like, how
Gary.
sad is that we're debating over some of these small technicalities, and we can have this whole industry that can truly merge into something awesome and make a lot of money, and the government is going to get their kick in taxes. It's going to happen. They're going to get paid. So I don't understand why they're not willing to work with us in some capacity. That's all that I have to say.
Gotta protect the consumers.
Super Bowl 73, Tom Brady versus Gary Gensler. Who you got? Who you got? Let's go.
Tap me in, Tom. Tap me in.
I was going to say, as the hash legal representative, I'm willing to bet that Tom Brady's lawyers would argue that people who hold this NFT aren't expecting to see any profit from it in the future. It is really just a membership to a club where they get access to exclusive perks. So I think, Wendy, that utility is the interesting part in the argument. But definitely, yes, I agree that if we were to apply the Howey test to many of these NFT projects, we may come to the conclusion that they are, in fact, securities. And I get quieter when I say that, because
cough royalties, cough IP rights, cough secondary.
Royalties are cool. I believe in Tom Brady's legal team. I believe they're an amazing team. They're championship level lawyers. All right, Wendy, take it away.
I believed in Dragon Coin's legal team as well. Just kidding.